Once upon a time, there was a hungry fox. And the fox took a sack and he looked around and he heard a sound. Bzzz. It was a fly. So the fox very cleverly caught the fly in his sack, put the sack over his back and went for a little walk. Nobody knows, nobody knows, nobody knows what's in my sack. He came to a cottage with a bright blue door and he knocked. Rat-a-tat-tat. The door was opened by an elegant woman and the fox said, I'm going to work. I want you to look after my sack. All right. Don't open it. Why? Just don't. All right. The woman took the fox's sack and she went indoors. But when she looked at the sack, she heard a sound and she started to wonder. I want to know, I want to know, I want to know what's in the sack. And so she opened it up. And when she opened it up, the fly flew out. All around the room it flew and out of the window. In the garden, the woman had a chicken. And when the chicken saw the fly, it opened its mouth and ate the fly. Just then there was a knock on the door. Rat-a-tat-tat. The door opened and there was Fox. Where's my sack? He took it back. Hang on. What have you done with my fly? I'm really sorry, but I did open your sack and it came out and I'm afraid my chicken ate your fly. Your chicken ate my fly? Well, in that case, I'll take your chicken. And so the fox took the chicken, put the chicken into the sack, put the sack over his back and carried on down the road. Nobody knows, nobody knows, nobody knows what's in my sack. He came to another house, knocked on the door, rat-a-tat-tat. It was opened by a tall gentleman, blue suit. I want you to look after my sack. All right, Mr. Fox. Don't open it. Why not? Just don't. And so the gentleman took the sack and he brought it inside, but it was moving in a most peculiar way, and of course he started to think to himself, I want to know, I want to know, I want to know what's in the sack. And so he opened it, and out came the chicken, flapping all around the room, knocking things off the shelves. Finally, he shooed it out of the window. And in the garden, there was his pig. And when the pig saw the chicken, the pig chased the chicken all the way down to the bottom of the garden and over the back fence. There was a knock on the door just then. Rat-a-tat-tat. Where's my sack? It's here, Mr. Fox. What have you done? Where's my chicken? I'm really sorry, said the man, but it flew out the window when I opened it up and my pig saw it and chased your chicken over the wall. Your pig chased away my chicken, said the fox. In that case, I'll take your pig. And so he put the pig into the sack over his back, and down the road he went, singing his song. I want to know, I want to know, I want to know why nobody listens to my song, he thought. He reached another door and knocked on it. Rat-a-tat-tat. This time it was opened by a boy with his daddy. And the daddy said, Fox, what do you want? I want you to look after my sack, he said. Don't open it. Why not? Said the boy. Just don't, little fella, said the fox. And so the boy helped his dad drag the sack in. But of course it was making such a noise, and there was a strange aroma in the room. The boy started to think, I want to know, I want to know, I want to know what's in the sack. And so the boy opened up the sack, and out came the pig. The boy jumped in terror. The pig bounded here, bounded there, knocking things down. The boy was so scared, He shooed it out the back door, out the back gate and down the street. Later, when Fox came a-calling, he knocked on the door, rat-a-tat-tat. The dad gave Fox his sack. "Hang on a minute. Where's my pig?" "I'm sorry, Mr. Fox, but my boy, he opened up your sack and he was very scared and he chased it down the street." "Your boy chased away my pig? Well, in that case, I'll take your boy." And before the father could do anything, before the boy could run, Fox put the boy into the sack. He put the sack over his back and he carried on down the road. It was heavy now. "Nobody knows, nobody knows, nobody knows what's in my sack." And then Fox started to think, a boy would be tasty, but perhaps a bit chewy. Whereupon a girl, sweet. When he heard the sound of girls laughing with their mother, he looked through the window and saw them cooking. So he went round to the front door and he gave it a knock, rat-a-tat-tat. The door was opened and there was the mother and her daughters. "I want you to do an important job," said the fox. "Look after this sack. Don't open it and there will be a reward." "All right." And so the daughters, the girls, pulled the sack inside. And their mother said, "Don't open it." "All right." And they got back to their cooking. And later that afternoon, Mama said to them, "Who'd like a cake?" "Oh, I'd like a cake, Mum," said one of the daughters. "Oh, please, can I have one too?" And then there was a muffled sound coming from the sack. I'd really like a cake." When they heard the voice coming from the sack, they opened it up, and there was the boy. And the boy told his story, and the mother listened and said, "Go down to the bottom of the garden quick. There you will find 3 black dogs. Bring them back." And so the boy did that with the help of the daughters, and they put the 3 black dogs into the sack. Just in time, for there was a knock at the door, rat-a-tat-tat. The door opened and there was Fox. "Here's your sack." "Well done." And he reached into his pocket and he gave each of the daughters a penny to say thank you. And he put the sack over his back and thought, I'm ready to eat. Nobody knows, nobody knows, nobody knows what's in my sack. And he took the sack home and he prepared a drink, a plate, knife and fork, and he got ready to open it up. And as he opened it, a strange aroma filled his little den. "Poor," he said. "Boys really are smelly." Then he opened it some more, and out of the sack came the 3 wild dogs. "Hoo, hoo, hoo!" The poor fox was being bitten everywhere, and those dogs chased him up the hill and down the hill and up the hill and down the hill. And that fox wasn't seen for a while, until a certain gingerbread man came along. Nobody knows, nobody knows, nobody knows what's in the sack.